Oh man, it's a new day, bruh. And I think it's time. I think it's time for another tutorial for y'all. Cause I have learned some new moves, but I've been low key like keeping them away. Cause I've been trying to have like enough for like a full dribble tutorial for y'all. And I don't want to like really like rerun and re-rinse like certain moves. So every move that I end up dropping is probably a move I never taught before. But as y'all can see right here, if y'all wondering where I'm dribbling at, it's in the My League. From the last dribble tutorial I made for y'all, I use way different SIGs now. Well, they're not very different, but when it comes to my snatch back, you see that right there? That little snatch back? You can actually do it twice too. Watch this. See that right there? This snatchback is so OP. But yeah, as I was saying, all the new drill moves I'm like started using, I haven't really showed y'all what I can really do with them. But the main thing I really changed up from the last dribble tutorial was my step back. See that right here? See, look at this right here. See that right there when I'm just running and doing it again? You're not supposed to be able to spam that. But yeah, let me stop wasting y'all time and let's get right into the drill moves. And before y'all we get into the drill moves and y'all wondering why I should trust me when it comes to dribbling, I make straight guard builds, and different guard builds have different ball handles. I know all the broken stuff to use if you want to be toxic. Alright, now for your dribble style, if you don't know this already, this is the best dribble style in the game, Kyrie Irving. Don't use anything else except for if you're a tall guard. If you're a tall guard, you can either use Magic Johnson. I dropped the tall guard dribble tutorial for y'all. Use Magic Johnson, Zach LaVine, or LeBron James. Those are the top 3 dribble styles for tall guards. But for small guards under 6'5", the only dribble style you're really going to be wanting to use is Kyrie. For your signature size up, 95 ball handle, Steve Francis. For your signature size up, if you got that 95 ball handle, run Steve Francis. By far the best signature size up in the game. Then for regular breakdown combo, Isaiah Thomas, it looks like the most shiftiest. Aggressive breakdown combo, Michael Jordan. For my escape moves, I switch it up sometimes. Kimber Walker is the best for me, and that's what's like the lowest ball handle you need, and the most probably the best you can use except for Trey Young. So if you don't get Trey Young, use Kimber Walker. But in my opinion, I feel like Kimber Walker is just better than Trey Young. Even though Trey Young been out longer. For your combo moves, I use De'Aaron Fox. For my crossover, I'm gonna show you something really broken with De'Aaron Fox. It's a little it gives you a little weird speed boost, and I'll show y'all. For my behind the back, best behind the back in the game for guards, Jamal Murray, or you can use Trey Young. That's the Trey Young right there, a little like goofy little behind the back. You see that? Trey Young, or where is he at? Trey Young or Jamal Murray. That's the best ones you can use. For your spin, I went Kawhi Leonard. Hesitation, Chris Paul makes L2 cancels easier. For my step back, Stephen Curry. Now, if you don't get Steph Curry, because Steph Curry, you need a high ball handle, a 92 ball handle. If you don't got a 92 ball handle, use John Wall. It's the same exact thing. Look at the snatch back. See the snatch back? And then look at the one on Steph Curry. Hold on, wait for him to do it. See that? Like the same thing. And you get that little step back with it too. So all that people that like doing that little step back, do Magic Johnson, step back and run to the pin, you can run the step back with John Wall. And then triple threat style, Michael Jordan, that don't really matter. Unless you just like to triple threat people. Oh yeah, a lot of people ask for my motion style too. So if you want a good motion style, it does matter. So don't say elite or don't say like any motion style, you can run whatever. Like motion styles do matter in this game. But for running around the court, and I just feel different while I dribble too. So for my motion style, I run elite. Then you can use Kawhi Leonard if you're a tall guard. Theo Maladin good. And yeah. Or elite. That's really it. That's the only ones I like to run. Alright now. So y'all know before how when I was doing my dribble tutorials and I was telling you how to practice in like the art of shooting or the Gatorade. But the thing about those two with the Gatorade court, you have like you don't have unlimited stamina. So I say don't go to the Gatorade court. Then with the art of shooting, the way it is, you can't really speed boost or dribble the way you want to dribble. So there's actually a different way. So since we don't have my course this year, all you want to do, right? I'm about to give you out a method right now if y'all didn't know. Like this is the best place to go where you don't like we want to learn how to dribble. And you get unlimited stamina too. So with the dribble I just gave y'all, put those on. Make sure you got those on. But then instead of going to the Gatorade facility or the art of shooting, you're gonna want to create a player. You can skip this part of the video if you just fine with practicing in the Gatorade facility or the shooting facility. You could do that, but I'm gonna show you a better method. Okay, now for this method right here, in order for you to do this, you first have to create a player, and you go to the options in the main menu. pick the league, pick NBA. You see, I already made mine already. But basically, all you doing is when you make a new player, it don't matter about the face scan or anything. All that doesn't matter. You can do that if you want. If you want to make your fake player look how your my player look, be my guys, do what you gotta do. But all you want to do is go to your attributes. Just make sure you just max out everything, like in offense and all that. Or you can just make the exact build you got. So for my build, I just gave myself a 99.3, 99 mid range. I don't really care about anything else. Upgrade my ball handle. So since I'm trying to test out the build I got, and I want to see what moves work the best, like before I make my build, I like to do this too. I had a 95 ball handle, just dribbling the ball. You can test out dunks too if you want. Athleticism, you want to go speed ball. Since my speed ball on my 6'4" is a 91, I went 91. Then speed, I dropped it down to 86. And then 99 stamina. Everything else don't really matter. Your mental, your health, IQ, driving layup. Yeah, once you upgrade the stuff, you can max out everything, which I did on one of my stuff. I maxed out everything, but if I wanted to be like more realistic to where like what my players actually gonna be doing in game, I just make my own player and test it out. See, like I just copied all my playmaking stats, and so that it won't be like when I'm practicing, it won't be different when I get on my real build. But yeah, I think everything's good. Then next, you could do your high zones if you want, but doesn't really matter to me. So I'm just dribbling the ball. Badges, you can equip everything on Hall of Fame. Just go once to the left. Then once you end up doing everything you want, see the ankle breaker, everything, just put everything Hall of Fame. You making a demigod real quick, a fake demigod if you want. The badges don't really matter, unless you just get like speed booster on like silver and you want to test it out. You put it on silver or something. Or handles for days like gold, whatever your badges you are, whatever badges you got on the build you want to practice on, you just put it in here. And you should know your build too. These don't matter, their personality badges, but yeah, everything Hall of Fame. And then for your body, you go 6'4". My weight, I do like 184. Basically just making your build. The wingspan, I just went minimum wingspan. So look, I'll even do the hair for y'all too. Look, put the beard on. And then to put the 6 on that you got on your other build, you get a signature. Scroll down, you can put a jump shot if you want. That's only, I don't put jump shot, cause I'm just dribbling. Change the dribble style. I remember mine. Look, Steve Francis, Michael Jordan aggressive breakdown. And then bam, once you put all your 6 on that you had on from before, like on your real build, back out. That's the last thing you really gotta do. If you did the badges already, you chilling. Only things you gotta worry about, you don't need to do the appearance. Your vitals, you make them 6'4" and all that. I said vitals. Body, make them 6'4". Whatever height you at, the shoes and gear don't matter. Your attributes matter. Your hot zones, it don't matter. Your signatures and your badges matter. Those are the one things that matter. Badges, signatures, and your attributes, what you upgraded. And then you can change the height to whatever you got. And then once you're done, all you do is save by just says keep changes in return. Alright, once you create your player, now you're gonna want to create a roster. Go to NBA, NBA Modern Current, click on the official 2K Sports roster. Now, to do this, all you gotta do is click L2 twice. I think it's LT twice on Xbox. And then if it's not, just keep scrolling through until you see your players pop up. If you don't see it, keep scrolling. All right, once you get to this screen, all you're gonna want to do now is once you get into the creator roster, all you're gonna do is click L1 twice, and your player should pop up right there. Now, you're gonna want to draft your player to that lineup that you want. So you're gonna click copy to the team, scroll down, and you're gonna. I picked the Lakers. You can pick any team you want though, whatever team you want to do it with. And let's just say it went to that team. Now, all you want to do is just click save roster and back out of it. I'm making a new file, so I'm gonna call this one. I'm just gonna call it video. Okay, now, next thing that you want to do, all you want to do, make sure you have a slot. Once you make sure you got that slot, once you have if you have many open slots, it don't matter. But I have to make sure I got one because I don't got that many slots. I only got one slot left, so I always keep it open so I can keep going into this. Now you're gonna click on My NBA. Click on the first tab. You're gonna say Create New Slot and whatever open slot you got. Then you're gonna click on the Modern Era. You can't skip this cutscene either. Scroll down to custom roster, make sure you got that checked off, then you click advanced. Next, you want to click user created roster. Now, what you're going to do now here is go to the file by clicking R1 all the way to the right. And you should see two files. This is my old one, but this is my new one right here. So I click on this one right here. And then you click the team that you wanted. I picked the Lakers, so I picked the Lakers. Then you can click on auto generate rookies. Now, if you look right now, it's gonna say your players on the roster already. But if you go into the shoot around right now, your player's not gonna be there. So what you're gonna do is get the player there. Is what I do. I make sure I put it. So I scroll down to options, go to create a player, and bring it over again. And I click copy to team. Cause sometimes for some reason when you do it like the first way, it doesn't pop up. So I just make sure. And if it says the team is packed, like it's too many players, you could just like set somebody up for free agency. Go to the roster, kick somebody off. D'Angelo Russell, you gotta go. Okay. Go back, options, create a player, copy to team, scroll down. You can pick any team that you originally wanted to do. Click yes. Now there you go. Next, options, and you want to check. If you want to check if they're like usable now, look. Click here. This is how you get into the practice mode. You go to practice, freestyle. Now look, you see how there's no stamina. You can go backcourt and all that. Substitutions. My player is there. Boom. Put them back up here. Confirm. And now look. And you can see if your player's glitching and is moving so slow and all that, all you gotta do is go to the sliders because it glitched out. Because some reason my thing puts it to custom. It makes you run like a 60 overall or everybody on the court. Okay, now look how I run. And you got unlimited stamina. See that? And this is how I be dribbling now. Cause there's way more room. There's nobody there. You just practice your moves. Now, if you're having the problem where you went into the shooting round and you wasn't seeing your player popping up and he's on the roster, like you see my players is on the roster right here, and you don't see him in the lineup, just play a game. Play one game and then sim out. Literally just play one game and sim out real quick. If it doesn't pop up like in this little shoot around practice thing and it's not popping up, you can't substitute him in the game. Just play one little game and sim out as soon as you tip the ball or pause. So like it's 2 of me on the court. Imagine like 5 of me on the court. I'll be a crazy video. 5 of me on one court. Probably broken. Alright, sim to end. And now you should be able to see your player in there. This is the VC glitch. I just got 1 VC from that game. Alright, now you can scroll down to coaching, go to practice, freestyle. And your player should be right there. Here you go. That's the method. And if your player is slow, remember, go to CPU, go to sliders, just put it back to wherever you want it to be at. And then look, I'm back to normal speed.
2,000 years later.
Alright, now we can finally get into the tutorial. You can go all the way back court in practice, you can go all the way up court in practice. But look, as you can see, we can keep going back, like just like the current gen. This is like the current gen my court, where you can just dribble all you want. Okay, now that you're in here, the first move that we can finally get into in this tutorial is a Jamal Murray spam. I'm not showing y'all any moves I already taught y'all already. For the Jamal Murray spam, it's the same thing as the Stephen Curry spam. Let me show y'all. This right here, when I do a double behind the back. You see that? Normally you can't do that. But with this method, you can do it as many times as you want and get crazy bobs. But look, this is what happens when you try to do it regularly. You see that? Kind of makes you do a regular behind the back after you try to do it twice. But to do this Jamal Murray spam, all you're gonna want to do is when you have the ball inside your left hand, to do the Jamal Murray R2, flick your right stick bottom right, and you do that behind the back right there. Now to bring it back over, all you have to do is move your player just a small tiny bit with your left stick. So when I'm going, like do it behind the back, I flick my left stick just a little bit for like a point of a second. So like this. See that? How I'm like tapping my left stick a little bit, but not for too long though. Cause if you do it for too long, it'll make you run. Look, hold on, I'm gonna try to run. Oh, never mind. I think I got it down fully now. I can't even mess up. See that? That's how you do it twice. So say if you're trying to cook somebody and hit him with a behind the back and do it twice. Where is he going? Tell me. Where is he going? I'm on the jump shot. The jump shot is not it. It's the random jump shot they gave me. Okay, but that's the first move. If you're doing it to the right side the same way. With the ball's going from left to right, for your right stick bottom right. Bottom right this time. And then move your left stick to the right just for like 0.1 of a second. And then flick it back to the other side. You see that? I'm not even looking at my screen. And I could probably still do it. It's just muscle memory. Okay, now apparently, or I know you have to get that move down. That move couldn't took that long. It's time for the second move. The second move is the Steph Curry / John Wall snatchback spam. A lot of people don't know you can spam this move like this. See that right here? You're not supposed to be able to do that. Before, people just do a snatchback. See that? Snatchback, you do it once and run. But now, you can kind of just spam it back and forth. So imagine doing this and coming back to the other side. Doing this. Catch him out the corner or something. To do this move, if the ball is in your right hand, you're going to flick your right stick down to do the regular snatchback while holding R2. Then, once you get that snatchback done, you're going to hold your left stick forward for the same second as before. Remember the Jamal Murray behind the back spin? This one's like the same way, but you're just going to hold it just a little bit longer until like your player stops for a second. If you get the time right, it'll look perfect. See that? So say if you do it twice, the person gonna try to play the first one, try to move back, you can do it again. Yeah, that's how you do the snatchback. So if you combine the snatchback with the behind the back spin, so say I will go boom, 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 and then you get that down. So if you do that in motion twice, yeah, this jump shot is, oh my god. But yeah, that's how you do that one right there. All right, for the third move that I want to get into is this little Stephen Curry spam. If you don't know how to do that, it's a really easy move. To start it off, all you're going to want to do is hold R2, doing this move fast. Hold R2, flick your right stick top left, then your left stick bottom right if the ball's in your right hand. If the ball's in your left hand, it's the opposite way. R2, flick your right stick top right, then your left stick bottom right. Right hand, right stick top left, right stick top left, left stick bottom left. That's a tongue twister. Left hand, right stick top right, then left stick bottom right. And then you can just spam it by holding R2 the whole time. So say you come up the court, snatch back, boom, boom, boom. Snatch back, boom, boom, boom. Come up the court, snatch back, boom, boom. Hold on. Grab him, boom, snatch back. You can do the double snatch back. Coming up the court. L2 cancel. Boom, boom, boom. I taught the L2 cancel. I have a whole separate L2 cancel video. See, I can't say how you L2 cancel. There's a whole video on that. 40,000 of y'all watched it, so I really appreciate that too. Y'all been going crazy. See that? Double snatch back. Watch this. See that? Double snatch back. Boom, boom. Hey, look, see? Boom, boom. Behind the back, behind the back. I'm telling you, that behind the back is a killer too, bruh. Some people don't even expect it. See, look, it's a double. So imagine at the mid-range. bam, and then run back out to the three. Or you can shoot a fadeaway too. You can do that. That's broken too. Like if you do the little, like the little long crossover into a fadeaway backwards. Like say if I'm at the mid range, I'll just fade it sometimes. Or in the corner. You do that snatch back in the corner, the mid range, anywhere you really want. But the corner is the most broken, is because if they play your fade, you do a snatch back and keep running out of the way. Look, I'm trying to do it. You gotta make sure you have the three though to be able to do it. Bam. See that? Come back out to the. I know I see a lot of guards do that too. But you want to start the behind the back when you start getting like near the corner. Hold on, let me switch controllers real quick. That's probably why. Alright, like I just switched controllers real quick. Watch this. See, like as soon as I switch controller, I can do it every time. Bam. Come back out. Very simple move. L2 cancel with that. So now that you got the basics down, you can just put it all together, to be honest. But those are the three moves that I learned recently. That's new to me. Like I feel like not many people do it, but the Steve Francis band, everybody got that down. Everybody got their own tutorials for that. But the two moves I just showed y'all, not that many people knows about, not that many people do, and I feel like it's a more of like an advanced comp guard move. Because most comp guards run this little snatchback and it's OP. You know what? Not a lot of people know that you can spam it though. So yeah. And I gotta drop way more for y'all, like more stage gameplay, because I know y'all want to see me play stage and all that. Y'all a lot be telling me to stream, but you know, playing this game for a lot of hours is. I hit vet once somehow, I know, but this game is a little. After like an hour or 2 hours, I'll be ready to just hop on another game. But yeah, if you made it to this far, it was a short dribble tutorial. I just want to show y'all the new moves that I learned, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. If you don't like the video, don't be one of those weird people that just watch the whole video, sit there, and go to the next video. I know you can click that like button. But besides that, if you're new, hit that sub, hit that like. I'm going to see you on the next one.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.